Hello, this is supposed to be a tutorial on Wavetale Any% speedrunning. It's not for the Wavetale Any% no major skips, as I'm gonna cover the major skip that you're gonna use to cut off like 50 minutes of the run, basically in comparison to no major skips. I'm gonna cover a movement part in the beginning that can also be used for the Any% no major skips category, but the main focus is supposed to be Any%. So first off, the movement you're gonna need for like basically the whole game. You have a jump, you have a dash. Yeah, right. You can actually jump twice. You've got a double jump in your basic movement kit. And if you hold your jump button while in the air, you're gonna fly. You can already see that the flight starts to... well, it starts off while keeping the height pretty well, but then it starts to fall off. You can actually stop this process by dashing again, so that you basically gain this short duration where you're not losing height as fast or at all by dashing mid-air. You can also chain together your dash and your jump, for example like this, to cover a larger distance when, for example, dashing off a ledge. You can also increase that distance by dash, by dashing in the air again, and so on. So yeah, you already see me doing the next part of the movement. You have a grapple. You see these points basically that are surrounded by these little scribble lines that you can grapple towards. When you grapple and don't make any other inputs afterwards, you're just gonna grapple to that point, or like above that point if it's on a ledge. But you can also grapple cancel, like you've seen me here. Like you've seen me do here. So you're gonna grapple, and at any point during the grapple, you're gonna just press the jump button. This doesn't cost you a jump, so like I still have my jump here for wait a second, sorry. I've jumped once. No, and I can still jump. Yeah, exactly. The grapple cancel is also really important for the Any% category, as we're gonna use the momentum you keep while in the grapple when you cancel it. You're gonna use that to build up a lot of momentum that is gonna allow us to go past this Gloom wall right there, so we can basically skip to the last part of the game. Another important part well, for combat obviously are the attacks. You've got a light attack. It performs basically exactly on the ground as in the air, but you can only like use one attack in the air. During certain encounters against certain enemies, you can also get an attack reset by jump and attacking in a manner like this. That allows you to chain together attacks very quick and deal way more damage than you're supposed to, especially against the last boss, as it's like this sphere you're gonna bonk your head against and go back to the ground, which resets your attack. The other attack you've got is the heavy attack on the ground. It's this spin. in the air, you're gonna do like this little wind-up animation and then slam down. This air attack can actually be cancelled to perform a basically illegal triple jump. So if you're gonna do the heavy attack and jump right afterwards, you're gonna get a free jump. So for example, jump, jump, attack, jump. So you can gain some extra height. Although, for example, if you look at the double jump into a flight, you see I basically don't lose any height. But if I'm gonna do this one, I'm gonna fall down to a point a bit lower than the second jump. So it's only really useful to gain the last bit of height you're gonna need to pass over an obstacle. It's not really that much of a height gain overall. I think that's basically it for the basic movement you're gonna need. The other thing is not really for terrestrial stuff, but like in the water, where you can chain together basically a speedier dive under the water instead of going on top of it by jumping at the height of a wave, at the highest point of a wave, and your character is gonna start to glow in this pinkish manner. So you can press the sprint button, and you're gonna do a dive underneath the waves for as long as you keep that button pressed, and you can release it while you're still underwater to perform a jump at the highest point of a wave and chain those together. It's just a bit faster, and especially after the jump over this wall, there is a long section of just water traversal where you're gonna need to consistently do this to basically save as much time as you can. It's not necessary. I'm not that good at it either, and still managed to go down to 7 minutes 25 ATM. So like it's not that necessary, but it's like something you will get used to, and you will get better at. You shouldn't be discouraged by just missing some of those. So yeah, movement all covered. So oh no, fuck, I forgot an important part. That's it's not that important, but I've seen its bytes use it and implement it in my own run, especially during the first section you're gonna have to do at the main island back there to clear all the sparks. You can actually do a dash jump heavy attack combo that allows you to basically keep your momentum. Like normally if you're gonna dash and do a heavy attack, you just fall straight down in the air. But if you dash jump heavy, you keep that momentum and go forward. That allows you at 2 points to do a way faster clear, because it like perfectly lines up with the spot you want to land on and hit the sparks. Yeah, that should be all. Now onto the first skip. When you've made it up the tower via grappling up here, you can go around the side, and I'm just gonna showcase that for a second. You can just at this point, like here, just jump up and should be able to grapple onto this. There are a couple of ways you can go about it, like go to this one, dash around this side, go to this one and dash up here. I don't know if there is any significant time difference between those ways. Like in the end you just wanna get to this point, this dark spot on the ground, and you wanna line up beside it, right beside it. I'm currently using these scratches on the ground. You see these light texture scratches that like go together with the shadow as lineup, and you want to focus on this grappling point right there. So you want to grapple onto it, you're gonna get pulled up towards the clock and slide besides the clock. At that point you're gonna, when you're almost around the clock, you're gonna release the grapple or cancel the grapple by jumping. Not jumping, but pressing the jump button. And then you're gonna go into this slow-mo aiming mode. And you're gonna align your compass needle with north-northwest, or the big rock you can already see back there. And perform a second jump as soon as you go out of the slow-mo. Like, just get used to the movement, align, jump. That allows you to correctly direction, to correct your movement to the right direction, your momentum, and so on. And yeah, just press forward the whole time for this. At the moment, I'm gonna tell you, and you can also look at the keyboard I have put on the left side to see which directions I'm pressing. Just move forward towards that rock, and as soon as the top of this rock starts to go above your upper screen border, you will perform a attack cancel, a heavy attack jump, basically. You still keep going forward at that point. Obviously, you're keeping your jump button pressed down for the flight. And soon your camera will start to turn automatically. That's because it gets a bit... it's just, I think, to make people avoid going into the loom clouds, so that it automatically adjusts. And you will have to basically wait for the camera to align with northwest, and dash at that point. Then you will have hopefully enough movement, enough speed and momentum to get over the wall. The camera will start to turn again, and you will have to try and basically counteract the camera movement by switching the direction you're indicating with your arrow keys or your control stick, if you're playing on controller or console, so that you're still moving into the proper direction. So I'm gonna try and do a showcase for this. So just fly, wait for the rock to dip above, the heavy attack, dash, and now... oh, I fucked up. But you've seen the camera turn. I started changing the direction too fast. So I'm just gonna do that again. I think I'll leave this one in the video too. Yeah, right. And up. We're gonna line again. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna make this. I fucked up the jump. Just a second. I haven't really done the speedrun for this like in a couple of weeks, so I've become a bit rusty. Alright. Line up, grapple, jump, another jump, wait for the top, and we don't have enough movement, enough momentum, I think. Yeah, if the camera turns this fast, you can basically just quit out. You're not gonna make that. if it turns a bit slower, like you're hopefully gonna see on this try, it's pretty safe if you don't fuck up the movement like I did on the first try, that you're gonna make it over. So line, jump, heavy attack, dash. That looks pretty decent. So yeah, adjust to the angle by adjusting your movement, and then you can basically just start this whole section where you're gonna try and not to what I've done right now, just keep on trying to catch the waves and yeah, dive under. So, the second skip is located right around here. Normally you pass through the door back there after the big airship fell down. You're just gonna jump on this rock on the left side of that by basically just coming along here and jumping up and dashing onto the rock. And you're gonna go to this spot. There are a couple ways to go about this, like just jumping on it. I found that to be a bit inconsistent. I mainly try to go around this border and obviously fuck it up the moment I try. Yeah, just by aligning it, you can get to this point where the camera fucks with you again. You're gonna notice if I walk like this, I'm constantly walking against a wall. There will be an edge at the end of it that actually blocks me from going further to the left. So you will want to walk like forwards and to the left, like this. That allows you to basically walk along the edge without being stopped by the wall, since you still got that movement forward around the edge, basically. You want to basically jump up at a certain point. The camera will start to turn, and you're gonna dash. And that's the whole skip. You're in then, and you want to grapple to this and reload the carcass. Now you're in the last mission, and you will have to just kill all of these Gloom monsters, so you can save Grandma. The switch sometimes fucks with attacks, but yeah, as soon as you've talked to Grandma, you can activate it and go into this whole section. I'm gonna play this in full, since there are a couple of things that you should look out for. You just wanna cut as many corners as you can by grappling onto like grapple cancelling, so you can get that extra momentum that you won't have on the ground to just cut a couple corners. You also see me using not using a jump right after the grapple like I did before. That's because I feel like it keeps the momentum better. But yeah, it's a pretty fast section overall with fun movement, and you're on to the dandelion. This is the last not so big skip, but it's kind of annoying. You can manage to get the worm to turn faster, so you have an easier time to get to a faster time basically to get to the end boss. You grapple onto it, and obviously I'm gonna fuck up. gonna have to realign myself for a bit. Just a second. You want to grapple onto this, fly outwards, and yeah, normally you want to grab onto one of the things up here and onto this one. You're gonna cancel that or go through, it doesn't really matter in my opinion. And you're gonna try to get to this worm. Another grapple cancel, and you're gonna see yourself lose some momentum rather quick, but if you make it to this one, you're in the boss fight already. I'm gonna show a part of the boss fight and mention some things that I think are important. I've already talked a bit about the attack animation cancelling basically, so you wanna just move to the boss as quick as possible and then perform these fast attacks by basically getting wonked on the head by your jump and resetting your attack, and I'm absolutely failing at it right now. Just keep attacking. Also, if you get damaged by its basically gloom trail, don't bother about it. In this phase, normally you're supposed to dodge all these clouds, but you can just jump to the boss and keep attacking it. It's gonna spawn in some monsters that you'll have to clear for the fight to progress. You can, but you can do a double jump into a heavy attack to still damage the boss further. Just some extra damage, and that's gonna help you along the line, because you want to deal enough damage for the boss so that it dies the third time it goes into this phase with the gloom, because that allows you to basically just spam your interact button as soon as that phase is over, because you won't be moved away from the boss if it dies during that phase, but it will be moved towards the middle where your character will stand. So you can just press interact instead of having to move towards it. It just cuts like 1-2 seconds, but yeah, it's I don't know if necessary is the right word, but it's way better. It just cuts some corners that are really easy to cut. So if everything works out, I hope it dies soon. Yes, exactly. So you see now it will move towards me, and I've finished the game. Yeah, that's it. I think that's all that is really important for the speedrun. I'm sorry for the bad audio quality. I only have headphones, I don't have a professional mic or anything. Yeah, I'm gonna link the Discord to the Wavetale. I'm gonna link the Wavetale Speedrun Discord below, and hope to see you there.